everybody. This is our 4th art club today. I hope you're all okay at home and it's lovely to see you. So today for this activity, you will need some sort of paper, some sort of pens or pencils, and that's it. If you have these things, it will help a little bit. I'll just show you an old margarine tub or something that's this sort of shape to draw around that you're allowed to hold. You need to ask a grown-up. Maybe an old plastic cup that you're allowed to draw around. Look, make sure it's not too precious because I ended up putting black pen on mine. I want today to get you to do a comic page, okay? A comic. Now, make sure that if you use paper or pens or the cups or the margarine tubs, you have asked a grown-up that you're allowed to first. If you think it's scrap paper, make sure it is first with a grown-up, please, that you live with. Don't use anything that you're not allowed to use. Okay. The first thing that you are going to need to do is to come up with some boxes and maybe some thought bubbles and maybe some speech bubbles. Now, in order to do that, I used my very funny, well, it's one of my children's very funny rulers, actually, in order to draw the straight lines. If you don't have a ruler, you could draw against a piece of card or against a bit of cereal box, or you could not worry about that at all, and you could draw around a margarine tub to make one of your boxes, or around a cup to make one of the circles. Is that okay? These are a really good idea because in the comic, this is where you put what your characters are going to say, and this is where you put what your characters are going to think. If you're not very good at writing, it doesn't matter. I'm going to show you some now that my children have done. Are you ready? Okay. So this was done by my very little boy, okay? Now, he was lucky enough to have a comic book, so he had the boxes made for him already. But if you don't have those, I've shown you how to make them, so that's fine. I don't expect you would have one of these at home. This was a Christmas present, I think. And he's drawn all of his own people and what's going on in his story. And he has, of course, done his little speech bubbles and his thought bubbles with some writing in there as well. He's used colours for his, but you don't have to. It's up to you. This is another one here that I'm going to show you. So this one here is mainly in black and white, but it has got a little bit of colour. Now, I really like the stairs here. Okay, you can have a think about where you're going to have your story. Remember, in school, we talk about a story having the characters and the setting, normally in the introduction. So we have a beginning, then we have a build up to a problem, and then we have some sort of resolution and some sort of ending. So you can think about that, or you might just want to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Having a problem is quite good in your story. Okay, don't forget to design your characters. Think about what they're going to be like. Really like the door here as well, don't you? Okay, you have a look at this one. This one's a football one. Seems to be a lot of football going on in our house at the moment. You can have a look and you can see, again, the little speech bubbles here and the thought bubbles going on and all the different colours. You don't have to have it, remember, looking like a place. You can have all these lines coming out of the back. And then if I can just show you, you could have some of these sorts of words, room, bam, wham, smack, written on yours as well. Okay, fantastic. If you do a comic, would you let me see it? If you want to, you don't have to. If you want to send it to me, send it to year4@foundrylaneprimary.co.uk. And if you don't want to, that's fine. Thank you so much for coming to Art Club. Bye, everybody.